Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our final episode on this first attempt on breaking a biome with tower. We're already at 117, and there's no chance we can break today, so this is already a failed attempt. But let's see. Let's see what we can do, and when is the earliest timing that we can break with. So first we are going to use Sarah to clear a road block. With two genies, it's 60 goblins. You can do a fair bit with the kiting. I believe we managed to save both. Basically, you want to do a 1-2 punch to clear a stack and then rinse and repeat. And you need to be careful in case they get morale. So you want to position your genies in a way that no more than 2 stacks can hit you at once. You want to keep an eye on their HP at all times so that they can survive. Basically, we don't have magic arrows. Otherwise, this fight would be much easier. So we're down to 18 with one of the genies. But with a heavily split like this, I think we're going to be fine. Maybe 10 more of these guys, it probably won't be doable. It's just 2 genies. And that's why when you get early lamp with tower, it's really ideal because you can push for side towns with just 2 genies, and your heroes is also very fast, and you're able to travel quite a bit with your side heroes. But this match is definitely not the norm. I don't think you can get nearly as many genies at your starting town as this. So this is definitely more of a one-off. And this goes back to our day 1 play to leave 2 genies with Sarah, and it only comes into play on day 7. So Sarah should probably have done more for the week, and I still believe we should have done the first conservatory with Sarah. But enough said about that. We're going to officially kick off our angel farming today, so that's exciting. So Sarah is making her way up to the conservatory. Josephine is gathering some resources and then starting to be part of the chain. Casper is just trying to scoop up all the genies. I think at this point you want to be, when you are closer to breaking, your hero chain is definitely something you need to plan for and think about. How they are positioned a day or 2 days prior to the break. You always want to have a side hero almost at full movement right before the break, so they can scout the desert zone with maximum movement, because you probably want to capture the central town the day of your break to maximize desert farming. But we're not there yet. We are only focusing on about our early biome game, trying to break as early as possible. So we have 20 genies, master genies, right now after scooping up all these lamps that we found. That's quite a decent power stack. And Lorelei is going to take all the army. At this point, we are not going to make our side heroes fast with genius anymore, as we are, grouping our armies in preparation for the fight, for the break. All right, so we're setting up for Grindon to do the I don't think Grindon is doing the Medusa store, but can't quite remember what I was thinking. Yeah, I think we're doing Medusa stores with Laurel, and then Grindon is gonna clear out the guard for Pandora box, as well as the Griffin Conservatory. We definitely don't want to lose anyone here. We don't have a spell book with Lorelei, so you don't really want to bank on the rolling haste for your gremlin, but that morale is really helpful. Morale game, but we have speed advantage on the Medusa, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. And we are also very short on gold still. Remember, we built the Cloud Temple, which means we need to hire a giant from the town, and then 2 giants, actually 3 giants in the following week. So that's a lot of gold that you need to grab before you can do all of that. Solar's doing the crit. A little bit more gold. Now we're giving the army back to Grindon. Like I said, at this point, we're not stretching out the genie stack anymore. And they are one of our main damage dealers now. There's 20 of them. Yeah, so we don't have any well in our biome, so Grindon has been operating with very, very minimal mana throughout the game, which we need to address before going to a break as well, by staying 1 turn in our town. The Minotaurs are very they're tough to fight against. They're fast, speed 8, especially the Minotaur Kings, and they hit super hard. I don't know if they are the hardest hitting level 5 units. Probably right up there with the Master Genies. And they always have high morale. So yeah, not going to be fun. I think we are stepping up with the Golem to draw fire to draw them in. So okay, so that's a good hit there. Feel like we are going to lose some genies here, but hopefully they aggro on the only golem. Nope, no luck there. I think we're going to lose that genie for sure. Unless we want to spend mana. We can cast either one haste or one slow. But either way, there's no saving that genie there. Yep, there she goes. Can't really. Yeah, so we're again morale to the rescue. So we've been doing a good job, maintaining our Gremlin stack. But yeah, at this point the relevance is not as high, definitely. Alrighty, so we managed to win this fight with the loss of only 4 golems, but the one that Genie lost is it's no fun. But luckily, we got level up with Esper Offense and Air Magic, which means we have Mass Haste, and because we learned all the level 4 and 5 magics, so we can do Chain Lightning pretty effective as well. Lightning, I'm not sure if we have Lightning Bolt, but we don't. So we can do Meteor Shower and Chain Lightning with high damage spells. So that's going to be very helpful in the desert and eventual final fight. But again, we don't worry about that. We're not worried about that yet. So it's level 3 cons. So with Mass Slow, we can definitely do level 3. Not sure about level 4. Level 3 should be quite doable. So one thing with Tower is that I forgot what I was trying to say, but the gremlins, they are tied with speed with the griffins, regular griffins, and there's no gremlin specialty heroes in town, so it's very hard to, in my opinion, it's pretty hard to do cons without mass slow. And so this also pretty much means that we are not going to rely on golems much going forward. And hopefully the golems keep those 2 stacks of griffins busy at the top there, where the gremlins can continue to deal the shot damage. Alright, so they are stuck there, which is good. So we lost another genie, but at this point, but we're getting 3 angels of this, so shouldn't be sweating over minimal losses like this. I was really hoping for Cure, but didn't come off. so we can't hit with the Titans much more. So I think next round we should be able to wipe them out. So the notable loss would be the two genies there. So yeah, so this is the situation I was trying to avoid with when we went for the offense. Witch Hut. Okay, so Greenland is a little bit stuck here, right? I was hoping for a. So obviously we didn't know what the map would have south of the sawmill, but I was hoping that there would be a stack of wandering creatures on the map for easy pool manning. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And I should have noticed that. Now looking at it, it's very, very, very obvious because we took 2 steps with the angel traveling on snow. That's why we could not reach. Yeah, it's a mistake I didn't realize at the time, but looking back, it's really obvious. And now, and we took further steps with the angels in our traveling pack. So if we taken passes to take the angels off green, then we would have been able to pull men back to our main town and recruit mana and all the good stuff. But so this mistake basically delayed our break by 1 day as well, because then we have to pull in tomorrow, like at 1-2-1, and then that means our earliest break would be 1-2-2, which for this map it's definitely not good enough. Not good enough. And we also have our army stuck. Not going to do too much. In hindsight, the fight on the in the Medusa stores and the crypt should probably be done after the conservatory fight. Yeah, because now that so I'm struggling to kind of build a good habit of whether in a day 5 or 6 turns, do you move your main hero first or last? So this is something I'm still trying to figure out. I'm sure there is no definitive right way of doing things, but just trying to find a way that can play to my to optimize my playing style. Alright, so that it's first week done. We are getting close to breaking point. Not quite. Greendon is going to are we farming the hives? I don't see much point farming the hives, because then our morals will be lowered, and we don't really have too much need for additional army, as we have good damaging spells and angels and giants. I think that's enough. Definitely have enough to break already. It's just we're not set up properly for it. Feel like if we, in the real game situation, if we can break 1-1 on this with angels and giants and a good stack of genies, yeah, and if the opponent is breaking roughly at the same time, there is a decent chance of succeeding but definitely we should have been able to pull man on the last turn. So here I got lucky with the Pullman because we definitely want our starting town army from this week's fresh hero, so we should probably have brought her out before Pullmaning with Grindon. So Grindon is basically stuck here, or can we do the cons and get back? If we can, it's not too much of a waste, but I don't think we can. So we are going to probably level up our knowledge and then sleep over in the town. So that's in total 3 days. Yeah, so so this is our eighth turn out of 8 days. There are 3 days that we could have done better, made better use of Grindon's time. Definitely a major area of improvement going forward is to I think early on be more decisive with which main heroes you're going to develop. And once you identify the main hero, you really want to be cautious with the movement and the planning. To have 3 days of your main hero not doing much is not going to do you any favor. And with the last, with the example with last turn's failed Pullman, you kind of. So this is a good reminder for me, that every step counts, especially in Jebus Cross when you are trying to break early. Every step of your main hero counts. So I think our plan here is to from that conservatory to the east. Before that, we're stopping at the churchyard to get some more money, because we're worrying about if we can hire all the titans, giants tomorrow. Keep saying titans, but they're definitely not doable to get titans. I don't know, to get titans in Jebus Cross, how often would that be? And I should also have mentioned that I've never played an online game before. Always been, just having fun with the game by myself and with my cousins when I was growing up, but never really got into the competitive scene. But the hope is to one day, tip our toes in the online lobby. But really, for me personally, just trying to break on Jebus Cross it's fun enough as it is. And this game is, it's beautiful in so many ways. It's a good game for exercising the mental agility for sure. So we are setting up Iona to do the cons, and then we also need to set up a side hero for the cons to the southwest. I think we have Sarah just for that. And ideally, we want to give Grindon a Master Genie to be fast. I don't know how we are able to. I don't think we can manage that. Yeah, I think if you want to be consistent on Jebus Cross and to consistently break before 117, day 4 and 5 is where you need to think of your hero's chain. I definitely don't have the proper chain for. My bad. I think we are able to make green and fast. But back to the point, the two, because the main hero is probably in preparation of the break on day 5 or 6. Then you need to rely on your side heroes to farm whatever you can before the break to bolster your army, right? So we are going to rely on Iona to do a cons, and then Sarah to do another cons, and then we do have another cons right by the break, so we can do it with Greendom, but again, we are also trying to conserve movement points for it. So we have a total of 5 cons actually in this biome. I kept saying 4, but we do have 5, which is crazy. With the I feel like a pro player can definitely break 117, if not 116, with these. With this generosity from the map. So we are trying to plan our the army route. We're trying to save some steps for Iona probably, because traveling with injured does take a terrain penalty. So we're going to use Cuthbert to farm the Dwarven Treasury, maybe. And then Iona is going to do the cons and then transfer army to the other side of the map for Sarah to do the other cons, and then return everything back to Greendon to break. Yeah, I hope I think we are breaking this, right? If not, this is a seriously unrealized potential of the map, of the biome. So we are doing. So Nina is okay, using a week worth of recruitment to do a crit, which is not the worst idea in the world. The more gold, the better. And I should also mention that so for this gameplay, we were racing towards Cloud Temple, so we didn't upgrade our gargoyles, which shouldn't be the norm for tower gameplay because it's very rare that you have these amount of genies to work with, and without master genies, we don't really have a whole lot giving our heroes speed advantage for either kiting or movement on the map. So I would say 9 times out of 10, the Obsidian Gargoyle is a necessary build. Alright, just checking again, we have everything in place to farm all the Griffin conservatories and have the chain set up to group everything together for Greendon to break in the next turn. mana is back to full, and we're able to. I think the artifact is guarantees growth on 6 level units, which is Ultra Nagas. I don't think they're going to be that relevant in a fight to break. So we are with just upgrading the genies in town. We are down to 0 gold. So we are going to grab whatever we can get our hands on. Doing the Dormant Treasury with Cuthbert should be a very easy fight. So at this point, gremlins are not going to be too relevant going forward. But we don't want to lose them for nothing. But against giants for the break, they're not going to do too much damage, and we are not going to waste Genie's cast on them. And if this is a PvP game, they are just not going to be very relevant in the desert farming or the final fight, because they are way too squishy. All the creature dwelling, the hives and the pickets, they are going to target the gremlins without fail. And in the final fight, even if you have like 200 gremlins, it's just not even like a level 2 spell can easily wipe them out. A high damage lightning bolt. But again, here we are counting on our angels, giants, and genies to break. So straightforward, 7,500 gold, which is very, very helpful, to say the least. So we don't know that size of that cons because we haven't defeated the guard, but I feel like with 3 angels and Iona's defense, should be able to do. She doesn't have armory, so but with Spellbinder's Hat, some spell should be a fairly fairly easy fight. So there's just this feeling in this this template. Whenever you get your hands on the first angel, even if just one, the game becomes so much easier. And that's basically what you want to. You can pass the angel around to every hero to clear creatures, grab resources, and just opens more options. Yeah, it definitely opens up more options for you. So you want to take mini cons as early as possible. In our case, we could have done it on 113, which we didn't go for. So we will learn from this, like for future gameplay, especially when we are trying to prioritize objectives. On day 1 or day 2, definitely need to build up a good habit of prioritizing a mini-sized conservatory. So we got Frenzy there with the angel, and not the best skill not the best cast you like for a in a situation like this. But still fairly straightforward. Bless with Angel is practically useless. And we're going in with the setup. So this is a size 2, or could it be 4? 40. Yeah, it's anywhere between 2 to 3. Are we not doing it? Well, I think we. Oh, it's been a while since I don't think we didn't feel confident enough to do the cons, especially if it's level 4. We are, it's fair. Now just grouping all the army together. So, yeah, when you're grouping up to do to break into desert, you definitely don't want to. You want to slow down a little bit. Make sure you grab the army to the right hero and you swap artifacts diligently. So we're going to. This is a mini con, so we know it's easy peasy. We don't actually need the gremlins for this fight, but just trying to arrange the format. In the Griffin Conservative, one has unit in the center of it. It's untouchable, except if they morale. Oh, and also if there's no upgraded Griffin. In this case, there is none. Yeah, basically any of the gremlins or genies or angels should be able to one-shot these guys. That's a haste specialty in play for Sarah. Pretty straightforward fight. So we get one angel there. So right now we can probably use Nina to take the angel off and then sidestep for Sarah to get out of the snow terrain. But that's in this case, it wouldn't make much difference. But yeah, playing tower, you always need to be mindful of the snow terrain penalty. Yeah, just one more thing to keep in mind. So we're bringing back the army to the town. Still pretty short on gold. Need to hire the last giant and the genie. Emergency marketplace. 2 marketplaces give you, not the worst rate, but still not great. And with that, we're able to hire the army, even the Nagas. Okay, we're not taking the Nagas. I think we are planning for Josephine to take the last cons before we go into break. We don't know the size either on this one. But with the army, should be pretty straightforward. And we have an upgraded genie there. Is going to go in, and that's a size 2. Going to one shot a stack of 20, and then for angels to take over the other force. Okay, playing it safe there. We really have no need for columns anymore. Two more angels brings the total to 6. Yeah, to travel with the angel over that much snow, it's just not a good idea. We'll bring back the army with Ignissa. Now everything is now we're ready. 5 giants, 6 angels, 33 genies is our army to go into desert with. Probably should have bought the 6 nagas. They are decent. They're fairly tanky and have no retaliation. Yeah. Alright, we have slow, we have haste, we have all the 4th and level 4 and 5 magic. I mean, if it's in a real game, I don't think we should take the mercenary camp, nor even the conservator, the cons to. Alright, here's our breaking fight. So our combat tree. Yeah, so it's the loss against the out of quick combat. But with implosion, we can easily wipe out the stack of titans and sowing everything else. I don't think buffing gremlins are that important anymore. We should easily have used all those buffs on angels. See, that's almost half of our gremlins gone, just like that. That's why I said, level 1 stacks like gremlins are not, it's going to be very hard to stay relevant into mid and or late game. So blast or angel, it's really an overkill. So genies, 30 genies can actually do quite a bit of damage, but we can only kill 3 to 4, so we need to chip these stacks down a little bit so that we can one-shot them with genies. Yeah, now buffing the main stack of the genies is a good idea because we are going to use them as damage dealer. So even meteor shower is doing quite a lot there. Alright, that's about it. We can just do we lose a genie there? That's quite unnecessary. Really. But I think yeah. Our objective is just to break into the desert, which we have done at 1-2-2. Alright, that would be end of the first playthrough. We're not going to spend time in the desert, and hope you enjoy it. We have identified things to work on. And hopefully we can do it with Tower for 117 very soon. Thanks for watching.